Meanwhile, back at the liquor store, Carlton wakes up, disoriented, all alone, with a bottle of liquor in his arms, with a note written on receipt paper attached. So the note just tells you that the group went back to the pawn shop without you. Apparently you were dead weight, passed out fighting zombies, and they couldn't carry you. You're in a manager's office inside the liquor store, but outside of the manager's office you hear the sound of zombies.
Is there any kind of, I don't know, like a coat rack or screwdrivers, tools, anything like that sitting around?
I like the way you think. Roll a perception check.
2.
I rolled high enough that there's a coat rack, and that'll be high enough to see a coat rack because they're hard to miss. You won't find a screwdriver because that'd be harder to find, but I will let you find a coat rack because I rolled that it's there, and I don't know how you wouldn't see a coat rack. Although it is pretty dark in the office, your eyes have adjusted enough to see a coat rack.
Can I peek out of the door and see how many zombies are down there?
Roll another perception check, hopefully better than a 2 this time.
15 plus 2.
Oh, even better, 17. It seems that 6 zombies have pushed the front door open and are wandering around, and they seem to have some, like, automatic response to this environment. They seem to be like zombie shopping, like trying to grab things off shelves that aren't there, and just walking around. They seem to be like autonomous people almost. But there are 8 wandering around the store, and there seem to be more outside. You can see out the window there's more outside. As of yet, you haven't made enough noise to attract any attention.
And I'm going to look for some keys.
Alright, perception check, look for keys.
4 plus 2.
You don't find any keys.
I guess I'll stealthily make my way down to the door and try to get out.
Alright, roll me a stealth check to sneak past these zombies.
Yes, at a 15.
That's still good because I rolled a 6 for the zombies, so you can sneak up to the front door without drawing any attention. The door pulls inward towards the shop, so if you want to get out, you can, but there are some zombies out front as well, so you have to sneak past even more if you go outside. The ones outside are not pressed up against the windows, they're just kind of also milling about in the street outside, so they're not like right in front of the door or anything, they're just outside in the street.
So I'm going to do another stealth and try to sneak around all these zombies, man. I'd like to get out of the door quietly. 13 plus 2, 15.
I rolled an 11, so you're able to sneak out the door without drawing attention to yourself. You slowly close it behind you. The zombies are still mindlessly shopping for their stuff that's not there. You sneak out.
And I'm going to head to where the rest of the group is.
Alright, so you're going to head towards the pawn shop. There are about 16 zombies outside. And so far you've been sneaking pretty good. Do you want to keep sneaking past the zombies outside?
But I do.
Alright, roll me one more stealth check.
Alright.
I only rolled a 10, so
16 plus 2 is 18. Woo!
you're good. You're able to sneak down the street. Maybe you're walking like a zombie. You're doing the whole thing, carrying a coat rack, just trying to draw attention to yourself. Tell you what, I rolled low enough that you're able to sneak all the way down to the pawn shop. Every time I look over, you just hide behind the coat rack and stand still. Roll me a perception check on your way there.
Plus 2, 16 plus 2 is 18.
Alright, so when you walk outside, you will see that there aren't, besides the zombies like right outside the store, there aren't that many. There's a lot of burnt bodies of zombies outside. The whole east side, right behind the liquor store, looks like it caught on fire, and a lot of the houses are either still on fire or burnt down. There's like smoke and ash, so you probably don't want to go towards that. But luckily, it looks like the fire wiped out most of the zombies in the area.
Fucking city.
You're able to sneak past the gas station and stuff, all the way up to the pawn shop, unnoticed, past all the smoldering bodies and the burnt buildings. In front of the pawn shop, there are about 20 or so dead zombie bodies piled in front of the front door, and about 14 zombies kind of wandering around that area too.
Well, is there any way I could communicate with someone in the inside?
Not without drawing attention, probably.
Can I roll for perception to see if there's any liquor bottles, bricks, anything around me that I can like throw?
Of course.
And,
Go ahead and roll a perception check to find something.
14 plus 2.
16.
16.
There's some like debris around, especially because from all the burnt buildings and stuff. You could probably grab, a piece of wood, a rock. There's all kinds of stuff. A brick. That's not a problem.
I would love to grab a brick and see if I could like throw it and distract these zombies. Chuck it over there.
Chuck it towards the grocery store parking lot.
Yep.
Roll me feint, which is a sleight of hand.
Once again, plus 2. Ooh, 9.
I rolled a 16 sense motive for zombies, and while they're dumb, you tossing that brick just attracted all their attention. So now 14 zombies turn to look towards the brick, and you're there with a coat rack. Roll for initiative. I got a 17, so the zombies get to go first. They come running towards you. After this turn, they're within 5 feet of you, but they haven't been able to attack you yet.
We give a shout out to the guys inside. Start pounding on the door. Let me in. Let me in.
Make some noise. All right, roll a perception check. Everybody inside the pawn shop who's awake.
I got a 20. So
7.
yeah.
Sounds like Flarge, who was at the front door recently braining some zombies. You're the one that's going to hear it, sounds like,
Yeah,
Flarge.
that makes sense.
You heard the
I'll
noise.
look outside.
Perception check to look outside.
I got 9.
Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff in your way. You have to look through the grate. There's definitely a guy out there. You can't make out what's going on. There's zombies, and they're coming towards somebody. They're attacking something that's not you guys.
Alright, I'm gonna consult the group.
I'm gonna go look.
Alright, anyone that wants to go look, can roll a perception check. First one.
17.
Oh, I got a 1.
Joe's too busy petting the dog, probably, and comforting Myrtle and Marla after their recent traumatic experiences.
Priorities.
Taking care of that dog daddy. So yeah, anyone that rolled over a 15, though, will be able to see outside that someone is being attacked by zombies. Anyone who's at the liquor store might recognize person. If you're at the liquor store, you have met Carlton, and you told him to come here.
Is that a zombie wrapped up in a coat rack? What's happening?
God damn it.
I'd say we left a guy at the liquor store, kind of passed out mid-fight. Yeah, we left a note.
Oh, yeah,
I
I'm
mean, he's
here.
not really
Like, you got
walking
something
like
that
a zombie. Tell him to go around the back. Let's see if we can get him to come in the same way that you guys did.
Well, the front door is blocked by a bunch of dead bodies, so you can't go in the front door. And you've been yelled at to go around back.
We're gonna start shaking the gate to create a bunch of noise and distraction.
Alright, roll me a feint to distract the zombies, Genevieve. Sleight of hand.
22.
I rolled a natural 1 for the zombies, so
Yeah.
luckily for you, Carlton, that's gonna get all the zombies attention right away. As soon as she rattles that cage, you're hiding behind that coat rack. They think that's just a coat rack. Genevieve rattles that shit, makes some noise. You're behind your coat rack. All of a sudden, the zombies turn towards the front door of the pawn shop because they're making noise over there, distracting the zombies for you. Luckily,
I'm gonna run around to the back alley.
all right, you run to the back alley.
Open the back door, guys! Open the back door!
Someone want to take responsibility for opening the back door?
There's actually a human here.
Oh,
Careful.
good.
Sir Chet, your knight. Do you open the regular security door or the garage door?
Garage.
Garage door. Luckily, most of the zombies have been drawn to the front of the store, and most of the stuff behind the store has been burnt down. So you open the back door. Carlton's able to sneak in.
Huzzah!
Thank everyone profusely. I'm like, thank you so much, thank you so much. What the hell happened? What's
Wait,
going
did
on?
you disguise yourself as a coat rack and that worked?
Damn right.
Hey, Flarge, you should use your knife and carve all the tips of this coat rack into points so that we have like a really crazy Poseidon in 4-dimension stabby thing.
What?
Yeah, all the
Like a spear.
arms of the coat rack, carve them into pointy things so that we can stab zombies with it.
I mean, he's no weaponsmith, but he's got knives, so I guess he could whittle the wood down to points if he wants to.
Alright, sure, I guess that's smart. The more spears we have, the better.
I'm gonna dull up one of your blades to whittle this thing down.
I only have 2, so one
Oh
of
wait,
them's
I
already a
have
spear.
I've got extra knives. You can use one of mine.
It's gonna take you a while, especially if you sit there by yourself just whittling. But Flarge, yeah, you got time. You're not cooking anything, so I guess preparing a weapon is something to do. Yeah, you got 8 hours till people
I
that
need
are
8
passed out
hours.
rest up. Or at least everyone that's passed out, if you want to roll a d8 plus con to kill the next 8 hours while you're asleep. And everyone that's awake, what do you guys do for the next 8 hours while you're waiting for your allies to wake up?
I want to get some information from Carlton. Where the fuck have you been? You look like are you a doctor or a nurse or a radiologist? Like, what is this? Where are you from? Like, you heal things really well. What happened to all the rest of the medical professionals?
A failed doctor. I
Failed.
failed out of medical school for reasons I would rather not to go into.
But you still got scrubs? Like, from the thrift store? Or where are your scrubs from?
I'm working in environmental services. I've been mopping floors. I got demoted that much.
Okay, so did you steal any supplies or liberate supplies from the hospital before you left?
I don't want to talk about that, but I do know where the supplies are.
Ooh, like we could go and get a bunch of them?
As of now,
Okay.
we are a good little walking distance from here to there.
So, can I fill Carlton in on our plan to rescue some horses and carriages and try to make our way out?
Or we could steal a car.
Cars
We're
work.
close to. Hey, aren't we close to the U-Haul place?
We ran past a bunch of them. They're zombies.
Oh, like a bunch.
I know.
You saw.
Oh, well, 14.
Enough to bite me down.
To be fair, Carlton fled from more than 14 zombies when he left the hospital area. There's way more zombies over there than there are over here.
Ah.
What's Breacher doing? He's awake.
I've been awake for like days now. I probably would end up taking a nap.
That's probably wise, because if you stay awake for more than a couple days, you're going to start going insane, and I have to roll a percentage die for that if you do, so...
Yeah, I think I would. That's probably my option now that we're all back together.
You guys do anything for the 8 hours while you wait for him to wake up? Just make awkward conversation?
Polish my axe.
I mean, I'll sleep some.
we'll take
Wait for
naps.
The whole group.
So if you need an HP, roll D8 plus con if you need it.
I'm sure everyone did this, but like everyone checked for like weapons, machetes, sharp, pokey things, everything. We did. You guys did all that, right?
Yeah.
We did, but if you want to try again,
Yeah.
You might have better luck. You never know.
I'm looking for like a lawnmower so I can take the blade off and make that into a weapon, or I'm looking for machetes. I'm looking for pickaxes, hand axes,
Okay.
stuff that I would normally cut things off. 18.
You were able to find a hand axe.
Hand axe.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just take that?
Of course.
Ah,
I don't see why not. No one owns this shop anymore. So yeah, 1d6 times 2 crit.
excellent.
Your new friend Carlton does some scrounging, finds some things you guys didn't find, or at least one thing you guys didn't find. But at the end of that 8 hours, you guys can all be awakened together in the store. A nice, big, large, obnoxious group. of people inside a store. It's still pretty much dark in here. There's some light bleed from the front door, but not much else in the store.
Can I turn on one of my flashlights and...
I'll also flutter my eyes as I wake up and be like, are there any candles we could light to keep a nice, like, soft light to not attract people or zombies, maybe?
Should we set up base here? Kind of like make runs, and this will be like our place we back to?
I'm probably going to continue resting while you guys figure this shit out and get a few more hit points. I need to be healed. I'm very low.
You just say, hey, Bo.
I'll go up to Bo. and I'll heal him.
And to be clear, Bo is...
Cal, and I'll heal him.
You got a heal kit?
15 plus unnatural 20. I have a heal kit.
So you're gonna give him some drugs.
Yeah,
You're giving Cal some uppers, basically.
It's plants, the healing power of plants.
You give Cal some sort of plant stimulant, which will give him 2 hit points if he needs it.
I do, and I would like to roll, let's see.
Of course, that'll be one of you get 10 uses out of a heal kit, so now you're down to 9 there. Applesauce, thank you.
I would like to do one of those roll off my back directly onto my feet acrobatics checks and be like, woo! Pop a sack of skin!
Alright, roll me acrobatics to hop back up on your feet.
That's a whopping 12.
It's not as beautiful as you think it is, but you do get it back up to your feet. It's not like a jump, it's more like just like a stumble up. In your mind, you thought it was a jump, though. You felt like a jump.
Exactly. Yeah, nailed it.
Like, while he's jumping up all thinking he's doing crazy shit, I'm gonna offer up to the group, like, I'm gonna say, I have a whetstone in my bag, we can all sharpen our tools while we figure out what's going on.
Heck yeah, I got a hand axe.
Alright, you guys pass around the whetstone, sharpen up your blades.
I'm high on cocaine. I can sharpen it every once in a while. I'm ready.
Cal goes to work, makes everything sharp and shiny. You guys are prepared for your next move.
We need to figure out where we're going.
Yes. A pawn shop, one would think, would have a van to transport goods. Maybe we can see if there's keys that we might be able to procure to use said van if it isn't on fire in the back and exploded.
I already checked the office, but again, if somebody else wants to check the office or something, maybe.
Yeah, I'll check all the drawers in the desk, and then I'll try to use...
Get in my drawers.
I'm gonna get up in your drawers. It's not your drawer.
Perception, look for keys.
Okay.
I'll help on that roll.
I got a natural 1 on looking for keys.
I rolled
You've been through the desk already. You know what's...
What?
18.
I rolled a 17, looking for keys.
Yeah, you guys find, like, register keys and stuff like that, but there's no van keys, and there was no van out back when you guys looked. Someone must have already taken the van and fled if there was one. But you guys find some, like, tiny little, like, keys for the register and, like, bullshit keys. Stuff you guys don't really need.
Can we open up the register and see if there's a key to anything else in the register? Because that normally is how this works.
It's a great place to hide keys. Yeah, you can try that.
Perception, open up the register.
I got a 19.
I only got a 15.
There's about $200 of cash in there, no keys. You take the cash as fire starter, or whatever else you want to use cash for. Toilet paper, your choice.
What time of day is it right now? Do we know?
It's early morning at this point in time.
So there's some natural light coming through the window.
Just the front door, yeah. There's some natural light. There's not many windows here. There is some natural light coming in that front door, but not much. It's coming through like a grate, has some zombie bodies. Genevieve's got her flashlight on, so you guys can see fine.
I got that extra spear. Who wants to help me spear zombies out the front?
I got a coat rack.
I'll do it.
Where are you going?
You guys can go like brain some more zombies until like the stack of bodies gets so high that no more zombies can come close to the door.
Who wants to help me with that?
I'll do it.
So you're Spartaning, like, the front door?
Yeah.
You're gonna keep sleeping to get more hit points, I guess.
Cal Forbes. I can continue to heal him until he's killed.
Roll another heal check with your kit.
Dude, if you keep giving me cocaine, I'm never gonna be able to go to
Well,
sleep.
I'm not going to use the kit. I can just heal him. Just heal him.
Regular heal checks don't add HP. They can bandage wounds, they can help prevent disease, but they can't give you any HP. Only heal checks with a heal kit can gain HP.
Oh, okay.
And you only have 9 uses of that left. And the maximum you can give anybody is 2.
Okay, well, I'm going to hold off.
Alright.
I'll just pat him on the head.
Wipe the blood that's trickling out of my nose.
Yeah, it's going to be okay, Bo. It's going to be okay, Bo.
And I assume everybody eats a ration and drinks some water out of your stash of food and water so you don't get hungry or thirsty.
Yeah.
No one wants to be starving or dying of thirst while you're here. Make sure you subtract that from yourself.
I take out a little bit of water from Marla's water pack, and I give both Myrtle and Marla
a bowl of water. She doesn't want to live and drink the same water. It's different.
Exactly. He knows it. He's a fancy turtle.
That bougie.
The turtle likes fresh water to drink.
He's a life of luxury.
No turtle wants to drink the water they shat in.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
Unfortunately, she can't have a terrarium with her little beach and her little pond for drinking, so this is what she has to deal with.
I take Myrtle out, I put her next to, I give her like a little bit, like a little water thing for her to drink. Myrtle and Marla like nestle up, drink some water.
Alright, so you wait 4 more hours. Cal's up also.
Alright, I think
Everyone's
we should
awake.
try the original plan again and try and go out the back office door that's closest to the ladder to the roof. And at least we, again, get a vantage point of what we're fucking dealing with.
So what we're gonna need is, I would recommend 2 people to go up top, 1 person to stand guard by the door in order to let them back in, and then 2 people to guard said door in case they get overrun. Just a game plan.
Because Large and Genevieve are out front just braining zombies, you guys have killed all the surrounding area because they drew all the ones that were nearby to the door and killed them. Now there's a pile out front. There are no wandering zombies in the area right now. A lot of them have caught on fire. A lot of the buildings nearby have caught on fire. So the outside looks pretty clear right now.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Alright, well, hang on. Let's decide who's going where.
We should all go as a group.
Yeah.
We either go into U-Haul to get a car that happens to have gas, or go into the market for horses.
What if we have a few people who climb to the roof?
We were gonna do that earlier before we heard shouts that you guys were coming back, so yeah.
What if we had a couple people keeping watch on top of Moneyman Pond as a group goes to the U-Haul to retrieve a vehicle, and that way people on top of the building would let us know if there was an issue, and we could maybe have some sort of a signal to alert Moneyman since we won't have a direct line of sight.
Like the gunshot.
No gunshots.
I'll go to U-Haul to try to procure a vehicle. Who wants to stay in the pawn shop?
I mean, I'll go to the roof. I've got a gun. I can always shoot off a gun and you all hear it.
I have firework. I have a Roman candle.
My idea, if you guys don't mind, I'll throw this out there. We have a person with a Roman candle. We send a small contingent of maybe 3 people to grab a van from the U-Haul. It has a Roman candle that we can fire off in case we're in trouble. Meanwhile, some of our people are up on the roof watching for said Roman candle to send help. Meanwhile, the rest are downstairs holding down the fort. Are we in agreement?
Genevieve has a flashlight, right?
Yeah.
Let's use a flashlight as a signal instead, because
You can't see that from far away. No, let's like
close.
dude, you can't see a fucking flashlight that far.
Middle of the day.
Oh, it's the daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, a direct line of sight. There's stuff in the way of us between the U-Haul and the Moneyman Pond.
Use the Roman candle like a flare is what you're saying.
Alright, so who wants to go and procure the vehicle? We need someone who's proficient in stealth, maybe sleight of hand, and disabled device.
Which are not things your character would say. Who can steal a car?
I got that bow.
I think I'll stand guard on the roof. That probably suits my character the best.
I want to go on the roof. I'm not very strong. I've already been like knocked the fuck out by zombies like 3 times already, so I don't know if I'm a good venture out into the world person.
Zombie smasher in your team?
Or 2. Gothao.
Sounds like Sir Brett and Joanna are volunteering to go get a car or
That
van.
makes 4 people, though, I think.
What do you guys think is the best split? How many people do we have? We need at least 2 people on the roof, 3 to go to pick up a vehicle, maybe 4. The rest
Cab of a U-Haul can only seat 3 people, really.
I was
a
gonna.
van?
I was thinking we.
Oh, are we doing a van or like a U-Haul?
Well, you can also like hide in the back of a U-Haul. There's all a bunch of storage space in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genevieve and I will go up to the roof and stand watch. And I can shoot off my gun if something crazy goes down.
Wait,
You'll
wait.
know that
No,
it's
we're gonna
bad
take a
here.
Roman candle with us.
I would like to throw out that I might be useful on the roof as well because I can silently hit bad guys from the roof without attracting more people using my bow and arrow.
I don't think they can get up on the roof.
No,
I'm not worried about
like shooting down at the
I'm worried
street whenever
about-
our people are coming back.
Covering our avenue of escape. Raise your hand if you want to go to the van rental storage place. Me.
Go. I am stealthy and healy motherfucker, and I can bring a car, Bo.
Applesauce and
Carlton, Sir Chet, Joanna, and Flarge, you raised your hand too?
Yep.
All
I
right.
got good stealth. I want to
Shit, maybe y'all should take more than one vehicle.
That would be good, because there's kind of a bigger group of us.
Marla and Merle should probably stay behind.
Fair enough. Protect the babies at all costs.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave them in the care of the rest of the group.
I respect that.
I think 3 of you are staying behind and 5 of you are leaving. We have Pete.
I'll let him know when we leave. If you see a Roman candle hit up in the air, like it means we're in some bad situations, and you might need to come and try to help.
Okay.
But I understand if you don't.
Anyone bring a lighter?
I have the most.
Some have flint and steel, some have lighters. There's ways to light shit. Applesauce is a good old boy. He's walking around with like he's got a bear trap on his pack. He's got rope. He's got all kinds of crazy shit. He's dressed in like overalls and a bright orange flannel and a bright orange hat. Applesauce looks well equipped for this zombie apocalypse.
Before we venture out, who has the spear I made out of the clothing rack?
Well, I guess I was using it with you to stab zombies, but I probably just put it down now. So you guys should take that with you, though.
Sure, man. That's like
Carlton should have one he brought back.
Take it.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll make the coat rack weapon a 1d6 damage, but it's an improvised weapon, so you take a -4 when you use it.
Okay, so are we all just gonna burst out the back door together, and 3 of us are going up to the roof, and everyone else is running around to the front of the building and then booking it for U-Haul?
Someone should stay downstairs in the Money Man. Yeah,
Alright, I'll stay with the animals.
person who likes to shoot guns a lot, keep him inside.
He's not gonna stay inside.
I don't look after animals well. I might eat them.
Yeah. Genevieve has volunteered to watch the animals,
I'll
and
stay
Preacher seems
with
pretty
them.
insistent on going on the roof.
Don't get upset. Just hum the Twin Peaks theme song to her. It calms her.
Oh, tight. I definitely know that.
The turtle, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have the front door open and look through the gate and, like, watch everything.
You can see out the street in front of the pawn shop, that's no problem, right?
Okay,
All the
yeah,
way to the
I'm gonna-
Piccadilly parking lot at least. So Genevieve watches from the front gate and takes care of the animals. Breacher 1 and Cal are gonna go to the roof.
Yeah, and I will whisper to him on the way up, I'm like, I swear to God, if you shoot anything without my okay, I will punch you square in the goddamn dick.
Beat you right back in the dick.
I rolled low enough there's nothing out back, so you guys are able to open the back door or the garage, whichever you choose, however you guys get outside, as long as Genevieve closes it behind you guys.
Yeah.
You guys can go outside, not draw attention to yourself, climb to the roof, and keep watch. So I've rolled low enough that's not a problem. Cal and Breacher 1, aka Dean, you guys are on the roof. Genevieve's inside.
Be careful and quiet, everyone.
The rest of the group is sneaking out back, going around towards the grocery store after that. The abandoned grocery store has been closed since before the outbreak.
I'll roll a perception check to watch them travel. Nope, 8.
You're trying to find a good spot on the roof. You're not really watching them yet. You think they're fine. 5 of you could come out and go towards the abandoned grocery store, while the other 2 go up to the roof and Genevieve stays inside.
Alright.
Alright, Cal, I think we should split up. You watch north and I'll watch south, just so we got a good 360-degree watch.
Yep, I agree.
And you guys both stand at different ends of the top of that building.
I'll stand on the Spring Street side, you know, the southern side.
Gotcha.
And Breacher 1 will be back towards facing the burnt down east side, where a lot of stuff caught on fire after your Molotov cocktail and flaming zombie fiasco.
Yeah, that sounds good to us.
Alright, so Breacher 1 is watching over the smoldering ashes of the east side. Cal's looking towards the abandoned grocery store as the rest of the group heads out towards Spring Street. So the 5 of you walking down Spring Street encounter nothing until you reach the railroad tracks in between the grocery store and the old bowling alley, where there are some zombies milling about. About 7 on one side of the alley and about 7 on the other. Maybe 6 and 8, 14 total, coming in from both sides, closing in on you as you come past the Piggly Wiggly from both sides of the alley along the railroad tracks.
Can I roll perception to see like exactly how far away the closest zombies are?
I rolled a 22.
I only got a 16.
Looks like Applesauce the Hunter will spot him first, the back of the grocery store, the abandoned old grocery store. That's when you sort of like hear the noise, and you know if you cross this intersection, they're gonna close in on you guys. They're about 20 feet away on either side.
Can I say maybe we should double back and go up Columbus Street to get the U-Haul, because that's where the open area is anyway.
Really?
So you guys double back and try to cut through the parking lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no, like, the zombies in the parking lot.
Correct, you guys walked out the parking lot and didn't see any zombies there.
Yeah, so we're hitting Columbus Street to see what's over there.
Roll me a stealth check, everyone in that group, to try to walk away from the alley full of zombies without drawing any attention.
11 plus 2, 13.
19?
17.
I got a 5.
Damn.
I rolled a 5 for the zombies, so it's just Sir Chet's armor.
You made it!
Sir Chet's armor is the one. It's not going to be enough to, like, fuck everybody up because he didn't roll below a 5, but it's like they're hearing it equal. It's like you're not stealthy. So, as you guys walk away, the clank of Sir Chet's armor attracts some zombies. So as you guys are walking back to the parking lot, the zombies from those alleys are sort of following you through the parking lot, still about 20 feet away from you, like just behind you. You now have, let's say, 7 or 8 zombies following you guys through the parking lot.
So we run towards Columbus, try to go towards the main hub of the U-Haul, which is actually on Columbus side, not Spring side.
Well, as soon as you do that, the zombies start running as well. They're keeping the same speed as you. They're still 20 feet away, but they're chasing after you as you guys run up Columbus Street. These are healthy zombies. You guys are in the middle of a big city where they have plenty of protein to eat right now.
You need someone to break into the building and see if they can get some keys.
You're now running past a bunch of big U-Haul trucks, like really big ones, like the big movers and the half-size movers.
Can I roll
40-foot, 20-foot vans.
Can I roll a perception to see if it's just zombies and there's not like anybody else like close to this? Unnatural 20 for perception to see if there's any other like living people around there.
It's at that point in time with that astute hunter's ear, you hear the roar of a car's engine. I mean, maybe zombies can drive. You don't know. They have a lot of muscle memory, so maybe a zombie's automatically driving a car. But you hear the rumble of an engine coming your direction as you turn down Columbus.
Can I roll another perception to see what's coming at us? And that is not as good. It's only a 12.
The engine sound, and maybe even like a beep beep of a horn, and like a thump of some bodies, but you can't tell what kind of car it is or who it is. Either a zombie that's good at driving cars, and they do seem to have muscle memory, so it's possible, but it's more likely it's a human.
Can I roll perception too, just to see if I see something that he didn't?
Hey!
Natural 1.
Oh no, you didn't even hear
That's your second
You didn't even
one?
hear the engine noise. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the group and be like, I think I hear a car being driven by a person. Can we go towards that?
Seems like it's coming from the King Street area, just up Columbus.
Oh, so it's the same way that we're going to
Yep.
the U-Haul.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try to rally the group to like run as fast as we can towards there. Considering this is the first, it's like hearing an airplane now. So we run towards where the sound is.
All right, you guys run towards King Street. You see a tiny compact car. It's a 1995 Mazda 626 comes plowing down King Street, crushes like 7 zombie bodies at the intersection of Columbus and King. Perception check driver of the car, whose name is Gary.
Natural 1.
Gary does not see you guys. Gary blows right past the intersection. He smashes 7 zombies and just drives right past you. You see a car going down King Street right past you. That's rolls.
My shark frisbee at his...
You can try. Roll a dex attack. We'll see if you do it in time.
I got 15.
Your frisbee like flies right behind the car. Roll me a perception check, Gary, to see if you see the frisbee flying behind you as you peel past this street.
Unnatural 20.
Luckily, the frisbee is bright green and covered in razors, which catch the glint of the sun. So you see something strange behind you. First you catch the glint, the flare of light off that frisbee and razor blades, and then you check your rearview mirror and you see a group of people running down the alleyway as you drive past. You're now about, because your car was going so fast, plowing through zombies, you're now about a block away. So you're up at Spring Street, basically, but you saw something happening behind you that was not zombie-related. Zombies don't throw frisbees, in your experience.
Can I turn the car around and go back toward people that saw?
Yeah, roll me one of your professional driver checks to peel out, like spin around, do a cool driver move, fishtail it back to him.
14.
Not a beautiful fishtail. You sort of like smash a couple trash cans and shit, but you spin. I'm gonna allow you. You're still gonna do it. You're still gonna turn around. It's not a beautiful fishtail, but you do turn back around towards the thing you saw. You're now facing that direction, and you will see 5 people running out of Columbus Street onto King Street.
I'm gonna dive up to the group and throw my passenger side door open and get in. And while doing that, releasing the trunk, pop in the trunk, saying can't fit, get in the back.
All right. So who wants to sit in the back seat? Who wants to sit in the front seat? And who wants to get in the trunk?
Hide at the U-Haul place and see if I can get a U-Haul.
Oh my God.
Hide. Try to get one.
I'm gonna say like the same thing. Like, let's see if we can get a second one of these.
Alright, so
We're at the U-Haul place.
me and the good old boy will hide. You guys go.
We're not hiding. I am fucking waving so much. Social distancing doesn't matter. I hug everyone that's there, just for human contact.
There are about 3 zombies in the U-Haul parking lot. Not many, but a couple.
Okay, it's worth it.
But everybody else can get in the car, even if Applesauce and Flarge want to stay behind.
The whole reason we came was for muscle. I guess one of us did.
But would we also maybe, hey guys, wouldn't we be able to do this faster with all of us at once? So a couple
But
people.
this will be but there'll be stealth instead. It's hard to do stealth with 5 people.
But it's a lot easier to get killed when you're by yourself.
There's 2 of us though, so if one of us gets knocked out, we can carry him back.
No.
Yeah, I got my frisbee. I'm in the front seat. Deuces.
Joanna hops in the front seat.
Applesauce, I'll make sure Myrtle's taken care of. Marla.
Here's a U-Haul truck. Okay, let's get whatever we can and the hell out.
So who's getting in the car?
It's not enough to fit all of us anyway, so some of us have to go get the truck. So I'm getting truck.
I'm getting the truck.
All right,
Let's
so
get the fucking truck.
Flarge, Carlton, and Applesauce stay behind. Sir Chet and Joanna hop in the car. No questions asked. With this new person that pulled up and just flattened a bunch of zombies with his car. So you got 2 passengers there. Gary, feel free to introduce yourself, because they don't know your name yet.
Name's Gary.
The driver's over 6 feet tall, like 140 pounds. He's a big dude. He's driving like a badass. He's definitely like smashed through some zombies and fishtailed around the road. Like he did some cool moves.
Can I just ride over to the lot on U-Haul and try to careen the zombies in my car?
You wanna like honk your horn and distract the zombies and like just do some like donuts?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll roll down the window and I will stick my stainless steel pooper scooper out the window and hold it really tight so we can just, like, if we're doing donuts, I can just whack them in the face.
Gary's honking the horn. You're hanging the pooper scooper out the window. Roll me a drive check there, Gary, to do those donuts.
Natural 20.
You're not hitting anything. It's beautiful. Like right in the middle of the street somehow, like tiny little donuts. They can't imagine how you're doing these donuts.
Chase fucking Elliot over here.
Like a ballet.
Fucking dancing car. He's got it on 2 wheels somehow. He's going like sideways and shit. It's fucking beautiful. The car's like up on its side. You guys are leaning sideways. He's going in circles. Honking the horn. You guys are swinging at zombies. He's going in circles. It's enough with a honking horn. I'll say it's enough to draw the zombies' attention away from the U-Haul parking lot. You guys are just burning rubber in a circle, which leaves your other allies free to try to get into a truck.
Dude, we need someone to break into the office to see if they have the keys.
It's a disabled device to break a lock.
You can try to hotwire a car with disabled device.
Disable device to get in the building. You can try to disable device to break a door lock. You can try to disable device to hotwire a car. All those
Okay.
things, yes.
What do y'all want to do?
I think if we get the keys, it'll be easier because there'll be no car alarm or anything like that.
I'm gonna look at them as a good old boy and be like, "There's no car alarms. This is U-Haul. They don't give a shit about any of this."
So you just want to roll a disable device to try to open a car door then.
You just won't go for it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just go for a truck.
I rolled a 17.
Anybody else want to roll an assist? I need over a 20 to beat it. So I need at least 2 plus 1s to beat it. So I need 2 of you to roll higher than a 10.
A 9 plus.
Rolled an 11.
That's 2 plus 1s. That's just enough for all 3 of you together are able to break into a van or a moving truck. You're inside of a van now. You'll take another disable device to hotwire it.
No joke, rolled a natural 20.
Apparently Applesauce knows how to hotwire a car. You might fail at it later, but obviously you're a good old boy who's hotwired a car before. So Applesauce comes in, rips out part of the dash, puts 2 wires together. The van starts up. Meanwhile, the other car is like right by the parking lot just doing donuts as you guys start off a van with 2 wires.
Applesauce goes, woohoo! And like starts driving towards Money Man Pond.
Alright, so immediately you guys pull out of the parking lot and go back down Spring Street, I assume? That's where the parking lot's nearby.
No, we're on Columbus.
So you want to steal one of the bigger vans, because the ones, all the vehicles parked by Columbus are larger. The vans are parked in the parking lot by Spring Street. Everything on Columbus Street's a larger vehicle.
We're on the Columbus side of the U-Haul.
If you're stealing a vehicle on that side, it won't be a van. It's going to be an actual U-Haul, like, moving truck.
Can it be a smaller U-Haul?
It can be a smaller one. They have 10-foot, 15-foot, and 17-foot U-Hauls. I assume you take the 10-foot one?
10-foot one, yeah.
There's room for 3 of you in the front seat, which is, I think, exactly how many of you there are. Storage space in the back. You guys start that up and drive back up Columbus?
Yeah, Columbus to Money Man Pond, which is like right there.
Yeah, it's very short. Gary and the passengers in your vehicle will probably see that happening. You guys, even the passing 10, I assume you guys can see, even though you're going in circles and getting dizzy, you'll see that Applesauce and your other allies have pulled off back down Columbus Street. If you guys want to follow.
Yeah. While we're driving past them, I'll be like, come with us.
Be like, yeah, we know those guys, Gary. Follow them, it's cool.
Okay.
Alright, Gary follows. You guys drive back to the Money Man Pond. It's right down the street, so it's not very hard to get to.
It's like 1 block away. So.
Yeah. As you guys drive past the alleyway behind the Piggly though, all those zombies are going to spot you and start following. They're much slower, but you know you have these loud cars now. You know you're attracting the attention of zombies. So now there's larger groups of zombies coming towards you because of your vehicle noise. But you guys are able to make it back to Money Man Pond. You can stop out front, pull around back, whatever you want to do. You guys can make it there, but hordes are coming because of your vehicle noise.
I didn't drive the vehicle there, and I'm gonna go yell at everybody inside to like rush on up, and we can fucking everybody who can fucking shoot a bow sit in the open back of the U-Haul truck.
Let's just get 10 cars right now.
that and hear that?
Yeah, I think-
on the roof.
People on the roof might not hear it, but they can see you guys pull up, and they can make their own decisions about what to do.
See if I can see a U-Haul coming.
Yes.
17.
That's high enough. So yeah, Genevieve will also see you guys coming from inside. So Genevieve and everyone on the roof sees the U-Haul and the car coming. So, like I said, there's hordes coming, so you guys have very little time. But if you guys want to leave the pawn shop and hop into a vehicle or the back of a vehicle, now's your chance.
I say to the group, you guys get in the car and have somewhere safe above ground that we can take shelter.
Well met.
I don't know who you are. We're going to Magnolia Plantation, motherfucker. Come with.
Say for now, I know some place above ground that we can possibly hang out for the moment, for the time being, until we have a way to get to Magnolia Plantation.
I'm in as long as I can get my turtle.
And I'll yell again, this place is horrible. We've almost died constantly here.
All right,
We're
I'm
going
gonna,
to Magnolia Plantation.
I'm gonna open the back garage door, grab Myrtle in one arm, and then Marla in the other one. Scoop her
Myrtle
up.
is on top of Marla right now.
Oh, I thought that they were separated
They have
during
them
the
tied
watering
together. They can untie.
session.
Yeah, no, I put them back on top.
Okay, if they're together, then I'm just gonna grab the duo in my arms as if it's a giant sack of potatoes. Run, and I guess because I'll see Joe in the front seat of Gary's car, I'm gonna try to get into the back seat with the animals.
I'm gonna get out of the seat in the front of the car and go into the open back and pull out my bow and be ready to start shooting down some zombies.
So, like in the trunk?
Try to cover them with arrow fire if any baddies come close to them.
There are some hordes. They're not close enough to cause any danger for you guys yet, especially in your fast-moving cars that the zombies can't keep up with.
Does Genevieve realize that they have arrived? Should I stomp on the ceiling and give her the secret code that we
Genevieve saw. Before you guys get down from the roof, Genevieve's already in a car.
With the animals.
Genevieve's already in the back seat of the Mazda 626 with the sunroof.
Let's go.
I want to watch. I forget which zombie movie it was. The one where they're in the mall. But I want to jump off the roof onto the top of the U-Haul. Dawn of the Dead.
Roll me acrobatics to do that.
14.
I'm gonna allow it. Just barely. Like, you jump and you think you're gonna land on the top of the van, but instead you just, like, catch it by your hands and so, like, smack your face into it, but you pull yourself up, you still get on top. It's not as pretty as you want it to be, but you can climb up on top of the big U-Haul truck after that.
Alright, I will try to hop on top of the Mazda.
Like, through the sunroof or just on the roof?
Wait. So, wait. Reacher jumped on top of the big truck, yes?
Yep.
U-Haul. Which is almost a story tall, basically.
He has less far to jump than you on top
I
of
would
U-Haul.
jump onto the Mazda. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to run a acrobatics then, which I don't have. Fun. That'll be great.
See that, or like climb down a ladder and walk around. There's a slow way to do it too.
Top of van sunroof.
You're jumping into the sunroof? Sick.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. My acro was 10.
Alright, I have to roll a percentage die on that, I'm sorry. You're gonna come short of the Mazda. You're gonna like slam into the side of the Mazda and then fall back on the ground. You're gonna take a d6 of damage. You're gonna take 1 damage. I rolled really low, so it's not a lot. You just take 1 damage as you like flop off the car. Then you can either climb in the door or climb to the roof, whatever, but you're on the ground now. It wasn't a big jump, luckily.
I would try to go through the door, probably, since that's the closest thing to me.
Alright, you open the back door, hop in the back seat. You're back there with Genevieve and a dog and a turtle.
Say, open the fucking sunroof. I want to try to stand up and start shooting people if we have to drive and shoot people.
Gary, you open the sunroof all the way.
Yep.
Where are we going?
There's hordes coming from both sides now from all of the noise you've made.
The car should be in the front, and we're the end of the convoy. Because I'm sitting with my like crossbow to like kill people in the back.
So the car is leading the way. That means Gary is your tour guide. Gary gets to decide where you guys go. You guys are on Meeting Street, facing towards North Charleston. You're facing away from the peninsula.
Out of town.
You're facing out of town. You're facing away from the water.
So I'm assuming the driver of the U-Haul is going to be following me wherever I go.
Yep.
Correct? I don't need to like tell him directions.
You're going on a brewery tour.
We are going to drive down Line Street south.
Yeah, I mean, in this car, you can easily go up those 2 blocks very quickly and hang a left. That's not a problem. You guys hang a left on Line Street. I assume the U-Haul follows the car.
Yes.
Or do the zombies try to follow you? But you lose them as you head down line. They can't keep up with the car.
I'm going to continue going down line to come in.
4 or so minutes.
Let's take a left on coming, even though it's going the wrong way.
No, it's
One way.
There are no laws, so right in between the bar where this started and the other tiny bar. Keep going down coming, I assume.
Go over on line. We're
We're gonna stop at 257 Common Street.
That's where Gary's house was before the zombie apocalypse. So Gary swings by his house real quick.
We're gonna stop and say, everybody inside.
No,
Why not?
I'm not fucking jumping into your house.
Want to go hang out with a bunch of water buffalo or something?
Yeah, no, we need to keep going. We gotta get off.
Gary,
I'm open to suggestions.
Go over and say, Marla, you gotta go pee pee? You gotta go pee pee?
You say the word pee, she just seems excited about it, but she's not gonna like wet the floor of the car or anything.
P means outside, and outside's fun.
I mean, I'm in the small sedan, so I don't have a choice. I'm just hanging out sunroof trying to shoot.
Well, I think we need priorities: food and shelter.
I'm offering shelter.
Are we not already on the way to somewhere? Who's going to stop that train?
we were.
Well, Gary's leading the caravan, and he's stopping on Cumming Street unless you guys tell him otherwise, I think is what's
We
happening.
don't know how much gas we have. How are we supposed to get all the way into Magnolia?
Fuck Gary, let's not bring that in there.
Alright, well, I'm going to ask him, I'm like, hey man, why are we going to your place?
Because I live on the second floor, we could barricade it and only get in through the front.
You know they built that new Publix. Pretty nice there. And it's on the second floor.
Oh, alright, hey guys, do you want to signal the rest just to go to Gary's house so we can reconvene and talk about a new plan?
Can the U-Haul just pull right up next to us? Cumming Street's got 2 lanes.
Yeah, there's no other cars. It's not a problem.
right behind you.
Just curb it.
You guys can pull up and see what the fuck's going on if you
Wave
want.
him around.
We could just park in the middle of the road because there's no other cars.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dead. We haven't felt officially dead either, so it might be nice to like go in and do a little powwow.
Yeah, see what Gary's all about.
Talking stick. I've been told it's really good for like conflict management and resolution.
You guys can go inside Gary's house if everyone's down for it. You guys have outrun the zombies.
I'm going to stay in the
There's
U-Haul.
only one zombie on this road, and it's like coming towards you guys, but it's just one zombie.
I'm gonna stay on top of the U-Haul and stand guard.
Go up the second story, shut the door behind us.
All of Gary's stuff, he's got posters on the wall, he's got his TV doesn't work anymore, he's got all his shit, all his clothes, all of his spoiled food, some canned goods, whatever you bought at the beginning of the game for supplies, that's what you got left in your house. So it might not be very much left in your house, but you might have a couple days of rations and stuff like that in there. So it's kind of dwindled down to bare necessities. Reacher, do you want to kill the one zombie in the street?
How far away is he?
He's like way down the block walking towards you because your cars move so very fast. He's about 90 feet away right now. But he's coming this direction.
I'll wait and see what happens. I'll stay quiet and see if he just manages to meander by.
I mean, after about 18 seconds, he's going to come towards you, but...
Alright, well, I'll just wait until he gets closer.
Alright, meanwhile, everybody else is going inside. Gary locks the door behind him. You guys are all now upstairs in Gary's apartment. Gary, you want to describe your apartment to everybody so they give them a good visual of what they're seeing now?
We are in the living room. There's a front bedroom that opens up to a balcony. If you go out to the balcony, you can see Dean or Breacher's character standing on top of the U-Haul. If you were to do a climb check, you could easily get up onto the porch. In the back is a kitchen, bathroom, side bedroom. That's about it.
It's a meager apartment. This guy was obviously a renter.
Rude.
Ah, well, let's just be honest. The world before the zombie apocalypse wasn't so great for people.
Can I ask the group if anybody is hungry or needs...
Yeah, let's everyone eat.
I have a craft for cooking. Can I...
God damn it, Gary.
So at this point in time, when Gary offers to cook, Flarge immediately follows you around the kitchen. It's obvious almost immediately that while you're a professional delivery driver, Flarge is a professional cook. And once Flarge, he's been called Flarge the whole time, a nickname. Once his real name gets out, Adam Jackson, you recognize that name from the newspaper. That's that guy who was like... negatively reviewing all those restaurants. He's a critic, food critic. It's watching you cook your food, you realize, after Flarge formally introduces himself.
That asshole from the paper.
Right, so I'm gonna help cook.
I have a cooking kit with a pot and skillet, stuff like that, but if he wants to help, I'm down.
Alright, so you guys can both roll cooking checks for your skill of cookings to see how well you guys cook a meal together.
So I rolled a 6.
It's all up to you, Flarge, to make it a good meal.
Out of 14.
Alright, so obviously Gary's not doing a great job. He almost burned some stuff. You rescue it, but you don't make a... it's not a 20, so you don't make a great meal, but you save it to so it's above par. If only Gary cooked it, it'd be a below par meal, especially by your standards. You guys have an above mediocre meal, at least, all together, except for Breacher 1, who's on top of the truck, unless you guys want to take him out a plate.
I usually eat SpaghettiOs. You guys have SpaghettiOs?
I'm sure Flarge gives you a dirty look for SpaghettiOs.
Fine.
Chef Boyardee is no chef.
Do a perception check for spaghetti.
You could look for SpaghettiOs, that's true.
I got a 18.
You look really hard, and you find the part of his kitchen where you assume canned goods would be, but I rolled too low that all the SpaghettiOs have already been eaten, if there were any.
Damn it.
Guess I can just eat a can of cat food. I guess I'll eat regular people food.
You can put some cat food on top if that's what you're used to.
I I sprinkle cat food on top.
That fishy taste. All right, so you guys are safe on top of this building. You guys have a meal. Everybody's happy. Everybody's free. Breacher 1. The one zombie that was coming towards you guys now close enough to your truck that you could... It's within close range now. It's like it sees you up there, hitting the side of the truck, trying to get to you.
Let me roll a perception check. What, is that the only one I see, like, down the block in both directions? That's a 18?
There's one more coming from the other direction after you roll a perception check. There's one right, like, on the side of the vehicle now, like right on the side of the loading truck. One coming from the other side.
Is it close enough I can get to him if I hop down off the top of the truck?
The one that is on the truck already, yes. There's one that's, like, right next to you. The other one's, like I said, 90 feet away, so you couldn't get it, but the one right next to you could.
The one close to me, I'm just gonna hop down and shield bash and put a time in right in the head. So I will get off the truck for the 15 to hit.
Hit.
And my shield bash is going to be a 12 to hit.
That's a miss.
Ooh, God, 16.
That's not bad. You bashed it pretty decently. Now you're right up on it in melee combat with it, which we didn't roll for initiative because I gave you initiative because you jumped from the top of the truck, but now it gets to attack you. Everyone inside is enjoying a nice meal, not paying attention to you while you're outside fighting a zombie.
Yeah, no worries.
I got a 22 versus your AC.
That's a match.
You get a reflex save for half.
Ooh, fuck me. That's an 8.
5 damage you take from that.
I'm still trying to be stealthy and double attack. 19 to hit. That's my
Hit.
weapon.
No problem.
19 again with my shield.
Broke it.
19 again.
Got him both times.
That's gonna be 10 plus 10, so 20 damage.
You smash that zombie to a pulp. You're just like beating that thing to the ground. By the time you're done with it, it's like its head is paste. Classic police brutality. You Rodney King that bitch.
I'm a white male. That's
You are a white male cop. Yeah.
How far away is the second one?
The second one now is been one round, so it's now 60 feet away. It's coming.
I roll climb to try and get back up on the top of the box van.
That's fine with me.
Alright, I'm gonna do that just for now. See what the hell happens. Shit, that's only a 10.
Alright, so you're struggling to get back up the side of the U-Haul truck. As this zombie is running towards you, roll perception check.
That's a 23.
Someone is chasing the zombie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The zombie running away from a person, which is strange. Maybe it's running towards you because you seem like food and that person seems dangerous. You don't know, but there's someone chasing the zombie that's coming towards you.
So with a 23, would I, like, notice by the gait of the person running?
Not a zombie.
Like a lot. I will cautiously move towards zombie and that other person.
The zombie is equidistant between you and this other person. It's like right in between the two of you. You guys are both have the same distance between you, and like he's chasing after it, and you're looking at it, and it's like it's getting funneled right between the two of you.
I will get in the way, and I'm gonna ready in action like a shield bash.
Meanwhile, Cecil, you're chasing this zombie. Classic you're not afraid of zombies. You're a badass motherfucker. You're chasing a zombie down to kill it. So Cecil, you're running after this zombie. It's running away from you towards something else. You will roll perception check to see if you see the two vehicles in Breacher 1. It shouldn't be hard. There's two vehicles in the middle of the road. Meanwhile, everyone else inside is enjoying their SpaghettiOs or whatever.
Perception, that'll be
Wisdom? Yeah. Plus whiz.
Yeah, so whatever he rolled a 16.
From the 16, you can see these two large vehicles in the road and a guy on. There's definitely a human on like next to the vehicle, also fighting with you. You've been alone for a while. You've just now spotted your first human non-zombie in a long time. You see a living person in front of you right now, Cecil.
The first thing to do is yell out the other person that I see ready with the shield. Are you okay? What's happening? Like,
we've got safe harbor. Let's deal with this one.
Yeah.
Get inside.
The zombie seems very confused by your back and forth conversation. First it turns towards Breacher 1 to attack, then turns back towards Cecil and runs the other direction. Now it's running towards you, Cecil, instead of running towards Breacher 1. It's 30 feet away, but you can run towards it and hit it if you would like to, Cecil.
Yes.
Power attack is -1, so that's +6, so that's a 10.
So that's a miss. So Cecil comes in and like throws a punch in the zombie but misses. But he's like he ran right up to you. He ran really quick, right up to you and the zombie. And he's trying to fight a zombie with his bare fist, which is also kind of badass.
Alright, am I close enough to get up to this thing?
This zombie is about 30 feet away from you. Cecil was closer to the zombie than you were. He ran up to it, hasn't caught up to you yet.
Okay, well, I guess I'll run up to it as well, and I guess I won't break my pistol out yet, just in case. So I'll do my 2-weapon attack, just baton shield.
Baton shield.
Bash. Only a 9 to hit, and 21 to hit. Shield.
Luckily your shield does hit.
7 damage.
You weaken that zombie down to like stumbling, but it's still moving. Everyone inside of the house enjoying their nice dinner. Roll a perception check at this point to see if you hear what's going on outside.
18. I'm gonna run outside to the porch.
Anyone that beats 15 will hear what's going on.
We're gonna go
Cal
look.
here's it. I got an 18.
Anyone that rolled below 15 is just really enjoying their dinner. Anyone that rolls above 15 can pay attention to it and either alert everyone else or just go outside by yourself. But the sounds of battle are happening. If you rolled above 15, you hear a battle outside, for sure.
Say, there's something going on, and then go outside.
You guys also go out to the balcony and look. You guys have plates in your hands, you're sitting out in the balcony. You go outside, and now you guys are like eating your dinner, and you see Breacher 1, aka Dean, for those of you that know him that well. Those of you that start in the bar might know his real name. Fighting a zombie, and some new person you've never met. The two of them are both trying to fight the same zombie as you guys watch and eat your food from the balcony.
They look like they got it. Who the hell's that guy?
Cecil, do you want to describe yourself? Because I don't know what you look like.
43 years old, striking red hair and beard, slightly bigger build, a little bit of a savage belly, holding a giant no dachi that I found somewhere that I've survived with for this long.
Back to the two of you fighting the zombie, I guess. I only rolled an 8, though, so that zombie misses both of you guys. That zombie's just fucking around, trying to touch you and bite you, but it's not working. You guys are both good fighters or armored well enough. Breacher's got a whole lot of armor, and Cecil's just, like, fucking smooth. From the balcony watching the fight, eating your dinner, you see Cecil move, like, I don't want to say Matrix style, but he's, like, getting out of the way of shit. He's got smooth moves. As you guys watch, you're very entertained.
So I roll 12 to attack.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Can I shoot them from upstairs?
You can. You're on the balcony. You can join the rotation. Let Breacher go first. If he doesn't take it out, you can shoot from up there if you would like to. Currently, you're enjoying your dinner.
17 to hit.
Hit.
15 to hit.
Both hits.
Alright. 16 damage.
You obliterate that zombie. That zombie's so done. You knock the head off its body. But it's flopping around the ground. But there are 17 more zombies congregating in the surrounding area coming towards you guys now. You've created some noise, attract some attention this direction. About 90 feet away from all different directions, 17 zombies are coming in.
You guys should come upstairs.
Yeah, y'all want to learn to sit now?
Yeah.
Someone want to unlock the door for these two guys?
Duh.
So Breacher and this newcomer enter the building. There's only a couple scoops of food left. If you guys want to share the rest of it, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of food left. You guys are safe on the second floor as 17 zombies come towards your two vehicles.
Should we all pack in the vehicles and get the fuck out of here?
That's the point.
We've led them to our front door. Now's the time to take them out.
Where do we go to, though?
We don't have to go anywhere. We can pick them
Magnolia
off.
Plantation. Magnolia Plantation. We take Frost down.
Shut up about nobody wants to go into the woods.
Jump.
There is a National Guard post in Mount Pleasant just over the bridge with tanks.
That's very cool. I would vote, since we're clearly going to be taking a long time to decide where we're going to go, why don't some people decide that while the rest of us with ranged weapons stand up on the second floor and start picking off these zombies just for some extra experience. And they're standing around our vehicles. We need to clear our path. Anybody else want to join me?
I have range stuff.
Anybody opposed to all of us standing on the balcony making a ruckus to attract as many zombies as possible so they're not going to break down our fucking front door? We can attract them to the side or the back of the house, taking them off while the rest of us make up a plan.
Ruckus is my middle name.
I'll shoot I'll shoot zombies too. Since I'm new here, might as well prove my worth at least.
It might be good for people brace the entrances, and then other people to talk about what the plan is while the rest of us are just picking shit off.
Here are my two ideas. North Charleston, they've got all of the boats that are stocked and loaded with food and weapons for any time of war. And in Mount Pleasant, just over the bridge, there's the National Guard station, which has tanks and food and weapons.
Meanwhile, while we're going to talk about this, someone should go down and reinforce the front and back door just in case people try to come up and attack us. Meanwhile, like I said,
I mean, I can do that. I've got a shield. I can lean on the doors.
It's going to be attacking the baddies and keeping our exit clear while we talk about this.
Alright, I'll go downstairs and watch the doors.
I'll join him and guard one of the doors as well to my house.
Plus, I gotta take a piss. I'm sure there's a toilet down there.
That's why I'm out on the front porch. I can just pee off the porch.
On the zombie.
Onto the zombie.
Yeah.
I guess we need to figure out our end goal. Like, do we get out of town? Do we want to live on the water? Do we want to build a sustainable farm that we live on forever?
I mean, what if we just went down to Colonial Lake and set up a raft in the middle of it, and if any zombies come towards us, we're gonna fuck their shit up. Problem solved.
I think we should get out of an urban center.
Yeah.
Now, going to Magnolia Plantation is the best fucking thing for sure.
What if we went to the Angel Oak and made a tree house?
We probably need to head along a river, but inland.
Good if we went somewhere probably more rural, less zombies, less concentrated.
Yes.
Maybe, perhaps, a nearby small town island of sorts.
Wamala or Ewa, one of those.
Probably more populated. Closer to James Island, there's a lot of people living in that central area.
No, we want rural, and I feel like Ewa will have lots of space.
So we don't want to go to the rich zombie. The reason I'm thinking the people live on Edisto year-round, typically on the older side of things. So if zombies reflect humans, they're probably going to be easier to take down. And there's less of them. Because Edisto is way more of a travel destination than a year-round. It's very seasonal.
Alright, so while you guys are inside discussing this, people on the balcony, you guys want to fire off some shots at some zombies?
Oh, yeah. 21.
That's a hit.
And that's 9 damage.
You turn that zombie walker into a zombie stumbler.
Unnatural 20.
That's a hit. Do you want to hit the same one Sir Chet hit, or a different one?
Let's hit a different one. Okay, finishes 2.
Not a lot of damage, but you hit a guy.
I'll try to fire off an arrow real quick. That's gonna be a whopping 17 against the one that's Cecil. I'm gonna hit the one that Cecil attacked.
You hit that one, no problem.
9 damage.
You take that one down. Its arms and legs are flopping on the ground, but it's not walking anymore.
Oh, I only got a 5.
Genevieve, you just lose an arrow or whatever.
Dang it.
Unless you cook it later, you can always go get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do
It's
this.
the zombies' turn. They move closer to the house. About 17 zombies congregate around your vehicles. So they're like in the street in front of the house now.
Whoops.
I got a 19. Wait, no, 18. Sorry.
Still a hit.
8.
8 damage, not bad. You've turned that zombie into a crawler on its hands and knees on the ground. You've weakened it. There's only about 15 or so walkers around.
I'm gonna attack another zombie, not the one that's crawling. 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
7 damage.
You turn that one into a stumbler. It's not crawling yet, but it's moving a little slower.
Try to fire off at another 21 to hit, which is a hit.
That's a hit. Do you hit one of the weakened ones or a different one? A strong one?
A different one. I'm not worried about them weak bitches. 10 damage.
Ooh,
Alright, you knock one down to stumbling. It's now crawling on the ground.
sit down.
I've only got about 10 arrows left, guys, so just keep that in mind. I'm running fucking low.
6 plus 3 plus 1.
Hit is a miss for Genevieve.
Damn it, I'm really bad at this.
At this point in time, 2 zombies break away and come towards the door of the house. But the door is closed and locked unless you guys want to breach the door and start fighting it. They're on like the front porch right now. Just 2 of them. Most of the zombies are still in the street, but 2 of them on the front door like snooping around.
I'm gonna yell at Gary and be like, I think I need some help.
Gary, they're hungry. Do you have leftovers?
Throw a perception to see if I can hear him, or since we're in the same house, am I able to hear him?
I feel like a passive 10 is fine. You were both on the bottom. You were the back door on the bottom floor as well, right? You weren't too far away. As long as you weren't too far away, we can assume you heard him. I'm okay
Alright,
with
I'm
that.
gonna join him. I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna open this door, we'll let these 2 zombies in, I'll slam the door, and we're gonna try and take care of them.
Breacher 1 opens the door, making some human noise, attracting
Alright, so
some
yeah,
zombies.
They're like, I guess there's 2 of them banging on the door, like leaning on it. When they fall in, slam it shut.
Alright, so you have 2 zombies sort of in like the front porch vestibule area now. You guys are of course in melee range.
Since I'm shutting the door.
Alright, I'll go first.
That's a
16
hit.
on the first hit, I get an extra hit, I'm using Flurry of Blows. Second for 12.
Second one's a miss, but your first punch,
7 damage.
so with your bare hand, you like punch a zombie in the face and knock its jaw sideways. Breacher, you still have time for attack if you want. You didn't use your whole turn closing a door.
I'm gonna say I only get 1 attack.
It's not a full round, yeah, I agree, it's not a full round.
I'll just whack them with my fucking baton. It's a 15.
Are you attacking the same one or a different one?
I'll attack the same one.
That's a hit.
6 damage.
That's enough to turn that one to a flopper. So you got 1 flopper on the ground and just 1 zombie trapped inside with you guys. Meanwhile, back on the balcony,
I got a 21 again.
that's a hit.
7 on that one.
7 damage.
I'll go for a new one.
That one's also stumbling around now, so not at full power anymore.
I rolled a 12.
That is a miss. Unless you shoot a stumbler. Do you want to shoot a stumbler instead of a full-fledged one?
Yeah.
You can shoot a weakened one with that. That's fine.
5.
That's enough to take 1 down. You take one of the weaker ones down with that shot.
Alright, I'm gonna fire at one of the not weak ones. Only a 9. I missed.
Oh, 9 is a miss, unfortunately.
I also miss.
He loses the bolt. Back to the zombies, who have no recourse if they're on the ground, but the one indoors, who is full-fledged. I got a 9, which is probably not enough to hit Gary. Does 9 hit your AC, Gary? So yeah, you're fine. One of the zombies tries to swing at you, Gary, but to no avail. And it's back to you guys downstairs, doing melee attacks.
I'm just gonna do a standard attack. It's +2 to hit. If I hit, it's +2 damage. 11 to hit.
A miss?
I'm going to bash him with my shield. That's going to miss. And then I'm going to shoot him with my pistol. 13 against
Touch.
AC.
That's a hit, because his touch is only a 10.
That's only 4 damage.
I rolled a natural 1 for the zombie you just shot, so after you shoot him, he just like falls over. He's prone. Meanwhile, everyone on the balcony, you guys can still keep shooting the other zombies outside.
I rolled an 11 that time.
Miss, unfortunately, so there goes one of your projectiles out into the road.
19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Just 2.
2 damage. Are you doing a weaker one or a stronger one?
Weaker one.
Alright, you take one of those down.
I'm gonna fire a fresh zombie on the street. 23.
Definitely a hit.
7 damage.
Take that one down to Stumbler, not moving as fast as it used to. You take out its leg.
I'm gonna move from the position that I've been standing in the porch to see if I can get a better angle on shooting.
Natural 20!
One of the fresh, brand new, strong looking zombie for 5. All right.
5 damage on a freshie. It's not
Out
bad.
of a possible 16. Whatever, at least I hit it this time.
After Genevieve, we're back downstairs where my zombie gets to go, but I only rolled an 8, so the zombie's not able to hit either one of you guys. So Breacher and Gary, if you want to take out that last zombie downstairs, you can.
Yeah, flurry of blood. That's a miss. Unnatural one. That's an 8 to hit.
The pistol didn't work last round, so I'm gonna do baton shield. Baton misses horribly. That's a 0.
But not a natural 1, right?
Correct.
Alright.
And then let's go with the shield. That's an 8.
You missed both of those, unfortunately, Breacher. Is there a Chet on the balcony?
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, that's a hit. Hitting a fresh or a weak?
Fresh. Full damage.
You took that one all the way down to a flopper.
Aha!
Arrow went right through that zombie's brain. He's down.
Fuck you.
Flop. Cecil.
I rolled a 10.
Ends a miss, unfortunately. There goes your arrow. Out into the street. Cal.
Rolled a freshie. 9 miss.
Unfortunate. Genevieve.
Right, come
7
on,
arrows.
natural 20, let's go again. Oh, it's me, it's not the dice. Miss.
Alright, Genevieve also misses. Back on the porch, that one remaining zombie gets an 11 versus Breacher's AC, which I'm sure isn't enough because you're wearing a Kevlar vest and stuff.
Try a flurry of blows again, see what happens. That's an 8 to hit for the first one.
First punch is a miss.
Yeah, that's a 4 for the second.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
I can't fucking hit it.
The worst rolls I've seen in one night ever. I'm gonna melee this bitch again. Oh, thank God. 19 on my first hit.
It's a hit.
Double hit. Hell yeah, 21.
Both hits.
Bitch, let's put him down. 18 damage.
You turn that zombie into a floppy pulp. He's still twitching, but you've beaten it well beyond recognition. There are no more zombies in melee range downstairs. You guys are now alone in that vestibule. Alright, on to search it.
Gonna shoot another arrow. Got a 21 again. Oh my
hit.
god.
Hitting a weak one or a strong one?
Hit another strong one. Why not? 4 plus 4, 8.
Man, all that time at medieval times in North Myrtle Beach has really paid off.
Imagine if I wasn't the understudy, right? The real
Yeah,
Black.
if you had actually been the real Black Knight, man. On to Cecil.
That guy's a zombie.
There are 9 total, 4 at full strength.
I guess I'll just keep shooting arrows. That's a 19.
That's a hit. You want to hit a full powered one or a weaker one?
Let's do a full powered one.
Alright.
That's 4.
4 damage. On to Cal.
Is there another strong standing out there? I think we have, what, 14?
There are 3 full powered ones and then a bunch of weakered ones.
Full power one in theory. That's a 23.
That's a hit.
14 damage to that guy.
14 damage. Doesn't take 1 down. All the way down to a flopper.
Woo.
After Cal comes Genevieve.
19 plus whatever, so like 24
Definitely a
or
hit.
something, yeah.
Mhm.
Yay.
Crit,
3.
crit, crit.
3 damage. Do that a weaker one or a stronger one?
One of the stronger ones, I guess.
Meanwhile, indoors, Carlton, Joe, and Flarge are still discussing the plan of where to go next.
I'm gonna say I'm strongly leaning towards going towards fictional Edisto Island.
Yeah, I'm hopping on that boat.
I mean, it seems the most practical because at this time of year, it's gonna be not quite as populated. I think it'll work.
Meanwhile, Breacher and Gary are downstairs. Are you letting another zombies in or not? Gary, do you want to let anybody in?
No, I don't really want to let anybody in. I'm gonna read it, make sure the door is locked, and go upstairs to the rest of the party and see what they've decided. Try to get in on the conversation side.
All right, you'll rejoin Carlton, Joe, and Flarge. You'll hear them talking about going to Edisto Beach.
I'm gonna vote yes to go to Edisto with them, and I'm gonna tell them, whoever's in listening vicinity, that my car is only has a three-quarter tank of gas, and I don't know how much gas is left in the U-Haul. I don't know if anybody looked at the gauge, but we should be mindful of how our vehicles can take us.
We have to go 100.
I will say that usually when people return U-Hauls, they have to return them with a full tank. It's a really chill hour-long drive.
Yeah, it's nice and rural, and lots of trees and shit. Probably not a lot of zombies on the way. It'd be very nice.
Oh yeah, if it's nighttime, deer are fucking crazy.
I'll go upstairs and join the conversation.
When you get upstairs, you hear everyone talking about going to the island of Edisto.
I'd say that's not a bad idea if we're making our way where the Marine Corps base is.
I want to go to Paris Island.
Edisto's already an hour. We're halfway there by the time we
Yeah,
get to
maybe
Edisto.
we're halfway. It's like 3 hours away from Edisto.
Well, I'm just saying, I think we should be heading towards a military base, not some island with no supplies.
We got a bunch of old rednecks that live there.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, no supplies?
Plantation.
I'm thinking like tanks.
National
I'd
Guard's
rather
dead.
be in a tank than in an Edistone house.
Meanwhile, Sir Chet, you're still on the porch shooting zombies, Sir Chet.
I'm gonna take another shot with my composite longbow. Got an 8.
It's a miss, unfortunately. Cecil, are you still out there?
I
Go for it.
am 17.
That's a hit. Do you want to hit the one last remaining full-powered zombie outside, or one of the weaker ones?
One of the weaker ones just killed. 9.
9 damage, not bad. I'll let you take out the one that had exactly 9 hit points left.
Woo!
You took one down, it's flopping. Cal, you didn't go inside to talk about it, you just yelled from the balcony?
Are there any more walkers, or are they just stumblers or crawlers?
There's only one walker left, one crawler, and about 5 stumblers.
Alright, I'm gonna fire on the last walker. Only a 12, I think it's a miss.
The walker's AC is 14, unfortunately, so that's a miss. Genevieve.
14.
14's a hit, but I got a reflex save. I succeed, so I'll take half. Are you hitting a full power one or a weaker one?
Let's do a full power one so we can get out of here easier. 3.
3 damage.
Dang it.
Then back inside, where you guys are still discussing what's going on, I'll give you guys each one round of about 6 seconds of shit to say. So anyone, Carlton, Joe, Flarge, if you guys have 6 seconds of shit to talk about, go for it.
Oh, I want to ask this side.
I mean, I don't think we need tanks. That's the most important thing. A regular car and a baseball bat can easily kill a zombie. I think getting somewhere safe with not a lot of people is ideal. The end of story.
Joe, taking charge, I like it.
Concise.
I'm gonna quickly say the National Guard Reserve Base is just over the bridge in Mount Pleasant. If you want to go to Edisto, I'm fine with that. I just think we should hit that up first for supplies. It's just over the bridge.
I just go where the wind takes me, so I don't really care where we go.
Sir Chet.
I'll take another shot with my arrow. 19.
19's a hit.
4 damage.
Alright, I'll let you take out the one that had exactly 4 HP left, so I'll take that one down to a flopper. Cecil.
22.
Oh, that's definitely a hit,
Actually, it's
Cecil.
If it's for 19, that's a critical. 8 damage total.
Alright, I'll let you take down the one that had exactly 8 damage, so that one's also flopping.
Alright.
1 walker, 4 stumblers. On to Cal.
I'm gonna try to hit that walker again. I've been going for him. I got an 18 plus, that's a 24.
Definitely a hit.
7 damage.
You take him down to crawler status, though. Now, all the zombies outside are easier to get away from, because I've no problem taking them out if you want to, melee or range.
I'll holler at the group real quick. I'll be like, hey guys, incapacitated. Ready to roll?
It's time to get out.
I mean, I just rolled a 19, so I'd like to use that.
Alright, you'll take out the strongest one out there?
Yes, I'll take the strongest one out.
Roll your damage.
8!
Alright, there are 2 stumblers, 2 crawlers now.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that getting over the bridge is always tricky when people aren't zombies. So it seems like going all the way across the bridge to get to Mount Pleasant and getting back is gonna take like for fucking ever, and there's gonna be a bunch of dead guys. Also, don't you think the National Guard deployed everyone with all of their shit as soon as people started flying and attacking everyone? So do you think they're gonna have anything useful?
Probably.
I don't think there's
Maybe
gonna be anything.
if these zombies deteriorate over time, and right now they're more cognizant of their human lives, maybe better if we go out somewhere and wait for them to deteriorate so that it'd be easier to kill when we come back.
I just don't want to go starving, hungry, and unsupplied.
I mean, there are at least 4 grocery stores, hypothetically, if the drive is from downtown Charleston to Edisto. At least 4 grocery stores that will be passed.
And like a
We could've been-
bajillion gas stations.
Robbed already.
I mean, there's one on the island itself that we could block off. I'm just saying there's 4 grocery stores and many, many gas stations that are an option for raiding for snacks. If we can't go to 4 grocery stores, many gas stations, and restaurants that we can raid and find food.
We can go to Tractor Supply and get some
Sailing
goats.
skill? I'm just saying, we're going to an island that we can't get off of unless...
Fatal funnel.
The one that got in.
So my character grew up down in Edisto, and so I'm used to like going crabbing, fishing. We can get food if we need to, and also if anyone knows how to drive a boat, I'm moderately proficient at that. Not very good.
I have fishing nets and a shit ton of fishing gear. Being a The good old boy.
I think we could set up a nice little happy area down there. Some of us know the area. I think that's probably our best choice, but it's going to be a long travel. It's an hour away. There's going to be shit that goes down.
Can we stop at that creepy hotel in the marsh right before the exit to Edisto?
But us heading down Edisto Way. And we can stop at certain gas stations on the way, see if we can loot stuff, get food and provisions, which is one of the things that we're worried about.
Also, like, hypothetically, if there is, like, a colony of people on Edisto, it's way easier to charm humans than it is the undead.
So search it.
Can I go downstairs to start fighting people? I think it'd be easier for me to hit stuff.
Oh yeah, you can go out in the street. They're all weaker now, so we're gonna go melee some stumblers and crawlers. You can. So it'll take your whole turn probably to get out of the apartments. Unless you want to hop over the balcony, then you can be down there right now. But to actually like go downstairs, it'll take your whole turn.
Yeah, my acrobatics aren't great.
So at this point in time, you're like opening the front door to go on the street. You don't get to do any melee attacks this turn, but next turn you're ready for melee. Cecil.
I'm just gonna go ahead and keep shooting 15.
It's a hit.
8 damage.
Do you want to hit a stumbler or a crawler?
Stumbler.
You take a stumbler out. It's dead. It's flopping. On to Cal.
Start making my way downstairs, use my move action. And I'm ready in action with my, I would say it's probably more like something closer to a machete, just something weird that I would have collected.
You ready your machete?
Ready a machete.
Genevieve.
3. Alright. 3 plus 4, so yeah.
Genevieve still misses. Arrow skips off the street, bounces up. Search it. You're now able to get out into the street and start whacking some stuff.
Natural 1.
Search it trips coming out of the front door. Jojo?
Can I interject as an inside person? I hear the clanking of metal down the stairs. I just saw Cal run out. Say like, fuck it, I'll help, and run down the stairs with them.
Since you're just now joining, that's just enough to get you to the front door, so you can't hit anything yet. You're just like, that was last turn. You're like right at the front door. So you're like where he fell down at. You're right next to him. If you would like to ready an action to defend him, you can.
I'll whip out my pooper scoop.
On to the zombies. One of them's going to come to attack, so that means you do your attack first, Joe. And Cal. Let's let Joe go first, because ladies first.
I'm gonna delicately step over fumbling Sir Chet's body, and I rolled a natural 1.
You trip over Sir Chet's body, so now both of you fall down. Cal, it's all up to you to save your 2 fallen comrades who have stumbled over each other. 2 crawlers, 1 stumbler. It's probably the stumbler is coming for you guys.
I have to use my machete because it was rete. 18 against.
You hit the stumbler coming towards you guys, no problem.
8 damage.
You take out that stumbler, it's now flopping also. You chop its head off, it's disconnected from its spinal cord. There's now only 2 crawlers crawling up the steps, so they move very slow, they're not very strong. That's all that's left to fight now. But they're crawling and they're crawlers, so they can't do both an attack and a move in their turn. So all they can do is move up to you this turn, they can't do anything else. Sir Chet, if you want to stand up.
Yes.
That means an attacker opportunity for me though, but I only rolled a 6, so which is a miss.
I'm gonna attack the guy who attacked me, and I got a 16.
It's a hit.
And I got a 7.
7 damage, you take that crawler out.
Oh.
That guy's dead. In comes Cecil.
Alright, I guess I'm still on porch. Can I still shoot at the zombies now that they're on the porch?
There's one last zombie crawling up the steps. If you shoot straight down, you can hit it right in the butt.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you hit that one straight right in its butthole.
12 damage.
12 damage, you murder raped that zombie, for sure. That one's dead. Or that you take out all of those zombies, they're all down now. You just have a bunch of dead flopping bodies outside. I need everyone in the group to roll a fortitude save. You need to beat a 14.
I got exactly a 14.
Exactly as a 14 is okay.
I did not get a 14.
If you rolled less than a 14, you need to take 2 con damage if you rolled less than a 14.
That's not natural, so I'm good.
Of course, that con damage can be healed 1 per day when you rest.
Collect our arrows real quick.
You can collect your arrows. Any arrows you just shot outside, no one rolled the natural 1, so any arrows you shot, you can go collect.
Hey, while they're collecting arrows, I want to run across the street. I vaguely remember there being an abandoned motorcycle at the Green Giant's house.
The Green Giant must have ridden away on his motorcycle. There's no motorcycle there anymore.
Can we pop over to the 227 Cumming Street farm and find whatever veggies we can?
You want to go to the Nasty Garden. You can find some small amount of produce at someone's house who is growing their own victory garden. I rolled high enough that there is some 5 rations worth of food there. You can collect that and disperse it as you wish, but Genevieve goes and gets 5 rations worth of veggies and plant food. Of course, it's vegetable material, so it only lasts a couple weeks before it goes bad.
Perception on cats as well.
Max.
See any cats roaming around? I rolled 24. I rolled 23.
Oh, yeah.
24.
You got that Gordon Shumway feel in you. I rolled high enough, there's going to be some cats. So if you guys have that Alf attitude and you're willing to eat or capture cats, there are cats out there if you can catch them. The trick is cats are pretty spry. You do see cats, though.
acrobatic?
It'll be an acrobatics to catch a cat, sure. Handling animal would also work.
I want to acrobat, try and barehand one of the cats. That always works.
Load up the trucks and like start getting the fuck out of here while they're being dumbasses. Can we throw Carlton in the back of one of the U-Hauls, please?
Just real quick, cat. I have cat food. I can catch them. I got this.
Do you want to help with the handle animal, Joe?
Try to acro one while I'm running after the truck.
Why would you call it
Eating
fucking?
cats? Oh, no. We're not eating cats. Oh, no.
You did. I want a pet.
No, you're gonna eat the cat. We can't eat the cat. You want to eat Myrtle.
I got a 24 on acrobatics to catch the cat.
I'm gonna let you grab a cat. A big fat orange one. You get 1 scratch damage from this cat.
Handle animal with a jar of cat food in my hand to coax this cat away from this motherfucker.
Yeah, of course. Breacher's holding his cat really tightly and it's like scratching his face.
You're not getting this cat.
If I can just speak up real quick, I think we should all clarify which vehicle we're in.
I'm in the back of the U-Haul.
Are you? Because you're chasing a fucking cat.
I already got it.
If we're rolling a strength, I got a 19.
That's a good strength. And what was your handle animal to make the cat like you when you grab it out of his hands?
I got a 13.
Strength check, Breacher, to see if you can prevent Joe from taking your cat.
No, I can't.
Joe, you have the cat, but with a 13, you also take 1 scratch damage.
Can I roll handle animal?
Of course, you can try to charm the cat that Joanna now has in her hands.
Well,
Hell yeah, 21.
dumb shit. Can I talk to Applesauce and be like, hey, one of us needs to be in each vehicle as a ranged attacker to make sure that we don't, if we get stopped, we can fuck shit up. While these fuckheads are chasing a goddamn cat.
I'm in my car. I'm not chasing the cat.
We're already in the van. I'm just trying to get the cat so he won't eat it.
I give 0 fucks. I just want to get this ball rolling.
So now is the time to decide who's in what vehicle, and you guys can drive away. You do have a cat. Currently, Joe is holding it. Who is in the Mazda 626? I forget what
I
year.
will not be a part of this cat paper. So whatever vehicle that is happening in, I want to be in the other one.
I'm driving the Mazda, so whoever wants to jump in can do that.
Alright, I would like to hop in the Mazda and maybe use the sunroof as my shooting platform.
I'll hop in the Mazda. I'm in there.
I'll be in the back of the U-Haul, hanging out with the cat.
All right.
I'm also in the back of the U-Haul.
6 in the U-Haul, 4 in the car. You guys peel off. Get out of Charleston as fast as possible with your brand new cat and all your shit. I assume that your professional driver, Gary, is leading the way still?
So I say from coming, we're gonna turn around and take the highway 17 so we can avoid Spring Street and residential areas. Take the highway towards after Park Ashley. I'm like someone has a better idea. So
You guys like heading towards the Septima Clark Parkway, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I could easily probably turn around on Mazda. The U-Haul might need to make a 3-point turn if we're getting all like, technical about it. But
Yeah.
I was thinking we could just do something south.
And there are no road rules anymore. You can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you get on that road.
Wait, who's driving the U-Haul?
We're all in the back.
Who's in the front of the U-Haul? Gary's leaving.
I'm gonna fucking take the
Get
U-Haul
in
and be like, shit, and try and run to the fucking front of the U-Haul and drive us.
It's Joe, cat, a turtle, and a dog in the front seat. All the people in the carrier part of this truck.
I'm in the other car. I'm excited about it.
I rolled low enough that the bridge is empty on the way into West Ashley. You guys passed the old circular Holiday Inn and the Waffle House.
Is the Waffle House open?
Hell no. But as you guys head into West Ashley, there is a horde of zombies blocking the road in front of you. You can try to plow through, but it might slow you down or might damage your vehicle so much that you can't keep driving through. Gary, would you like to plow through zombies or go towards 17?
Alright, let's go 17 then.
Easy decision.
And like I said, there's no rules to the road, so you can like peel off one of the side roads and stuff, avoid the zombies. Hop on over to 17 and start heading down. I rolled low enough that the zombies on this side of town are so spread out, they're not as congregated as the ones downtown. So there are zombies, but they're not in the street. You can you're driving down the street, you can like see them wandering around. They see your car drive by and they start chasing after, but they can't keep up. Avondale area, past all the shops and stuff.
Should we stop at Jean's? Just joking.
James, yeah.
Ready, sign on, because that's a big deal.
Look, can we go to the thrift store?
No, we're gonna keep going forever, all the way until we get to there.
Alright, you keep going forever, past all that stuff. Your car's going fast enough to see me hit anything. So problems start happening when you guys get near the Citadel Mall area. Just before that, near the Piggly Wiggly and near the grocery store before the mall, there starts to be cars blocking the road
DuPont
and more
on Savage
zombies.
Road.
So at that point in time, there are just like cars blocking all of 17. There's like cars that have just stopped, have been abandoned, cars full of zombies. There's no way to drive down the road once you guys hit near where the Citadel Mall and the Costco and all that shit is. Like, once you get to that area, there's just cars blocking the street.
From Edisto Island, I'd say, hey, there's an alternate route we could take. Take a right and here's Luke onto the 526, and we're going to go past Seabrook and Kiwa Island. Boom.
Let's do that then.
Are you guys trying to pop over to the interstate, as it were? I rolled low if you guys can do that without any... You guys avoid the traffic stoppage where the cars have all been abandoned and the zombies, and you guys pull over to 526. Have no trouble once you're on there. There's no zombies walking along the interstate. Clear, clean, and easy drive.
I'm going to keep an eye out for deer, passenger seat, so I'm going to buckle in and try to help him navigate. Yeah, we take a turn at basically the four corners where there's all those like gas stations and a Waffle House and a Burger King and a Bojangles.
You do that without incident. All right, you hit 17. At night, you do have to watch out for deer. Roll me either a profession driving check for Gary, or a reflex for Gary, or perception for the two of you to watch out for deer and shit.
13 on perception, unfortunately.
Shit.
12 on drive.
All right, which means you guys might hit a deer, which means the U-Haul behind you. Joe, you're driving that. You want to roll to avoid the catastrophe that happens when they hit a deer?
Anti-hero point to make the deer go away.
Yay.
You can. Using your anti-hero point, there are no deers in your way now.
All right.
You guys make it towards like the Botany Bay and the reptile center
Serpentarium?
area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Serpentarium.
Damn, we got so
This is
far.
high.
Yeah, I rolled really low a lot.
I would recommend to Gary that we drop down to like, the minimum speed. Like, let's go about like 40, maybe, no more than 50 so that we can react.
Lean on your horn the whole time.
Let's just drive slow and not fuck shit up.
So you guys have burnt some gas, but you guys have made it passing the camping ground and stuff like that. You guys encounter a roadblock as you approach Edisto. There's like barricades set up blocking the road. Fire barrels and stuff like oil barrels and stuff like that, like blocking the road.
I don't think my Moss is going to be able to plow through this, so I think we should stop over and converse with the U-Haul because they have more bumper power than I do.
That's all for this chapter of the Regulars. Tune in next time for more.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Would you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and you're always glad you came.
What you can say, brothers are all the same. You're everybody else should. This episode of Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater was sponsored by our fans and friends on Patreon. Donate today. Keep Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater alive.